Nikola Jokic won the Denver Nuggets their first ever championship in 2023, but since then, they haven't made the NBA Finals, so I decided that today we're going to be stepping in to rebuild the Denver Nuggets back into championship contenders in NBA 2K26. So the Denver Nuggets did make some pretty good moves this offseason, one of those moves being getting Cam Johnson from the Brooklyn Nets, trading away Michael Porter Jr., and a few other signings they had was signing Bruce Brown, trading for Jonas Valanciunas, and getting Tim Hardaway Jr. Last season, the problem the Nuggets had was depth. They only had Russell Westbrook as a scoring option off the bench, but now they have Tim Hardaway Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, and Bruce Brown. And of course, Cam Johnson has proven to be a pretty good 3-and-D player throughout his career. He's an amazing three-point shooter, and around Jokic, having shooters is the key. Let me go ahead and show you guys what this rotation will be looking like for the start of season number 1. We're going to be running a 9-man rotation, and our starting lineup is going to include Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. And off the bench, we have ourselves Tim Hardaway Jr., Jonas Valanciunas, Bruce Brown, and Peyton Watson. Another huge thing for the Denver Nuggets is the progression of Christian Brown. He's became an amazing player. In the 24-25 season, he was averaging 15.5 points per game, shooting 58% from the field and nearly 40% from the three-point line. So if he can continue playing like this, that's going to be amazing for our team. And Aaron Gordon had an amazing three-point shooting season, shooting 43% from the three-point line, the best three-point percentage he's had in his career. Just looking at this roster is giving me a lot of hope, because last season Nikola Jokic had to do a lot of offensive scoring. He was averaging a career high 30 points per game. That's because this team had absolutely no depth. But now Tim Hardaway Jr. is our 6th man. We have Valanciunas, Bruce Brown, and Peyton Watson, as well as Cam Johnson's additions. So now I think we're going to be a lot better this season. Let's go ahead and simulate the first few games and see how we do. And the first game against the Warriors is a win. Valanciunas was the leading scorer with 21 points, 9 boards, and 2 assists. Amazing. Jokic had 17, 11, and 12, a triple-double. He did struggle shooting, but that is alright. Cam Johnson had 17 points. He struggled offensively as well, 4 of 15. But we still got the win. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 19, Murray had 19, Bruce Brown with 2, and Peyton Watson with 1. But yeah, I think this team has a lot of potential this season. We may have to make another move by the trade deadline. I hope we don't, but I do think there is one trade that we can make to make this team a lot better. And Jonas Valanciunas once again with a 20+ point game, 23 points in this second game against the Phoenix Suns. Jokic had a 30-point triple-double even though we lost. Let's go ahead and see if we could beat the Timberwolves, and sadly we cannot. And yeah, so far we have a 2-win, 3-loss record. We'll see how things go. Chemistry still, of course, needs to be built. Let's go ahead and see the system proficiency. So we have a 4-star system proficiency balanced under David Edelman. We may also need to upgrade our head coach, because as you guys can see, he only has half a star in offensive rating and 1.5 star in defensive rating. But now I'm going to start simulating, probably till the trade deadline, and then we may make some moves, we may not. We're stopped here one day before the trade deadline, and there is a move that I want to make, and that's trading away Christian Brown. His 3-point shot has been pretty horrible compared to how he shoots in real life. The 2K simulation Christian Brown is just not as good as he is in real life, which is why we're going to be trading him. His field goal percentage is good, but at this moment, we're one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the NBA, and getting someone like Quentin Grimes will definitely help. And on top of that, Quentin Grimes could be a player that could possibly even be our second option behind Nikola Jokic, or third option behind Jokic and Murray. So we're going to be trading away Christian Brown and Zeke Naji for Quentin Grimes. I don't want to give up a first-round pick. We're definitely not giving up a first-round pick. And I don't really want Kelly Oubre, so if we could pull this trade off with just Christian Brown and Zeke Naji for Quentin Grimes, I would be okay with that. And the Philadelphia 76ers accept. We're also going to be giving Cam Johnson a contract extension, which he wants. We'll give him around $13 million a year on a 2-year contract, and he accepts. Now we're not going to be making any more moves this season. We're going to run with the team we have. I do think we have a chance at a championship, but I guess we'll find out. Our offense is absolutely amazing, but we do need to work on our defense. Let's see how things continue going. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Since we have less than 14 players on our roster, we have to sign one player that's a free agent at this moment, and Malik Beasley and Ben Simmons are still free agents. I think we're going to go ahead and sign Malik Beasley. I don't know if he'll be a part of our rotation, but we're going to sign him anyways because he's one of the best 3-point shooters, and he could come off of our bench to help with 3-point shooting. Bruce Brown has kind of been struggling from the 3-point line, so if we need to sub him out, we always have Malik Beasley now, which is absolutely amazing. At the end of season number 1, Nikola Jokic goes on to win his 4th MVP, averaging 26 points per game, 13 rebounds, 9.5 assists, and 2.5 stocks per game on really good efficiency. Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year, Malik Monk 6th Man of the Year, Wemby Defensive Player, Bozales Most Improved, Trae Young Clutch, Mike Brown Coach of the Year, and the Knicks win Executive of the Year. Of course, we get the MVP, Nikola Jokic, on All-NBA First Team. Let's see if we get any more awards, which I highly doubt we will. We do somehow get Nikola Jokic on All Defensive Second Team. Okay, I'll take it. And I don't think we're going to have any more awards, and we do not. And this season, we ended up being the number 6 seed, and in the first round, we're going to be taking on the OKC Thunder. We won a total of 48 games, losing 34. So we weren't the best team. We were pretty decent, to be honest. We weren't an amazing team. We were the number 6 seed, won under 50 games. And I believe the last 5 years, the Denver Nuggets have won 50 games or more in the regular season. So this is the first time that's not the case. Let me show you guys how our team players did. The player stats. So the leading scorer on this team was Nikola Jokic, 26 points per game. Murray with 22, 15 from Gordon, 13 from Tim Hardaway Jr., 13 from Cam Johnson, almost 12 from Quentin Grimes. I was hoping for Grimes to be a bit better on our team, but so far he hasn't really scored too many points. Jonas Valanciunas, 11 points per game, and the rest of the team. Malik Beasley I have played, and now he's shooting 53% from the 3-point line, so we're going to keep him part of our rotation. Cam Johnson, 38% from 3. In the first half of the season, he was struggling with his 3-point shot, so luckily he's turned things around. But in the first round, we're taking on the OKC Thunder, the same team that eliminated us last playoffs. So this is definitely going to be a challenge. Hopefully this time around we can defeat them. But let me fix up the player minutes and then we'll jump right into the playoffs. Alrighty, I fixed up the player minutes and now it's time to hopefully get our revenge on the OKC Thunder for eliminating us last playoffs. They still have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luke Dort, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. They didn't make any changes to their 9 to 10 man rotation. Let's see if we can defeat them this time around. Game number 1 goes to the OKC Thunder. Murray had 37, Jokic had 20, but we still fall short. Quentin Grimes was good, our offense was amazing, but our defense was not. Game number 2 was also a loss for us, and again our defense was horrible. We let them score 150 points. Murray had 27, Jokic had a 26-point triple-double, but sadly, that's not enough. Quentin Grimes is trying to play well, but we're down 2-0. Hopefully we can tie up this series. Let's see what happens. We lost both away games, and now the next 2 games will have home court advantage. So hopefully we can tie up this series with a home court advantage, but we do not. And now we're down 3-0. The series is basically over. Murray has been doing really well for us. Jokic, 10 points, struggled big time, and his efficiency has been pretty low. And Jokic, we needed him to shine right now, but sadly, he's not showing up. 43% from the field for Jokic is not good enough. I highly doubt we'll be able to come back from this. We're already down 3-0, but you never know, anything's possible. It is NBA 2K26. We do have home court advantage, and so far we are winning, and we do end up winning this game by 8 points. I did change up our rotation a little bit, and Murray had 43 points. Jokic had a 37-point double-double. Quentin Grimes had 32. We can win if we continue playing how we did this last game, but I did change some pieces in our 9-man rotation, like Tim Hardaway Jr. I took him out of the rotation. He wasn't playing good at all. Jonas Valanciunas 40% from the field. We need him to step it up. Bruce Brown's playing good. Malik Beasley is starting to struggle after this last game. But let's see what happens. You never know. We could tie up the series, possibly even win this series. In game number 5, I believe this is game 5, we do end up winning again. Okay, let's go. So we win once again by 8 points, and we nearly score 150 points. Johnson had 35, Jokic had a 28-point triple-double, Gordon had 26, Murray with 20-point double-double, and Quentin Grimes with 18. All right, I'll take it. And can we tie up the series? We're going into game 6 here. If we tie up the series, we'll be pushing it to a game number 7. We do have home court advantage, which is pretty big. And so far, we're starting off really strong. We do end up winning game 6 to push it to game 7. Jokic had a 35-point triple-double, 27 from Murray, 20 from Quentin Grimes, 19 from Gordon, and 15 from Malik Beasley. Now it's time for game 7. If we win, this is going to be the first 3-0 comeback in NBA history. Let's see if we can win this. We don't have home court advantage. So far the Thunder do have the lead, but we do take it right back, and we do end up winning by a single point. Holy, I thought we were definitely about to lose that, but luckily, because of how good we played here in the second quarter, we end up winning with Nikola Jokic putting up a 38-point triple-double, Murray with 33 points, who's averaging 31 points per game here in the playoffs, 15 from Quentin Grimes, 15 from Gordon, and 15 from Cam Johnson. Amazing. And just like that, we're in the next round taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. But before we take on the Timberwolves, I would love to see how our players did here in the first 7 games of the playoffs. So in round number 1, Jamal Murray was leading the way in scoring, 31 points per game. Jokic was amazing. Quentin Grimes, there we go. This is what I wanted from Quentin Grimes, and he's most definitely showing up. 22 points per game. 16 from Cam Johnson, 15 from Aaron Gordon, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. Bruce Brown has been really good for us off the bench. Now it's time to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Gobert. This is their bench unit. No changes made. Game number 1 goes to the Timberwolves. Edwards puts up 52 points. Holy. Jokic had a 25-point double-double, but we do fall short. And something I realized, so the OKC Thunder we beat in the first round, we went up against in the first round, the team that defeated us in the playoffs these playoffs that just passed, and the Minnesota Timberwolves eliminated the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs before these last ones, so last year's playoffs. And hopefully we can get our revenge on both teams. Let's see what happens. Game number 2 does go to us. Edwards was amazing, but Murray, Grimes, and Jokic were amazing. We're even more better. Game number 3 goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, sadly. Murray played good, so did Jokic, but Anthony Edwards did better there. We're down 3-1, sorry. But we did come back from a 3-0 lead that the OKC Thunder had on us, so we can definitely come back from this 3-1 lead that the Timberwolves have on us. I may make some adjustments to our rotation. Let me see how the players are playing here in the second round, change up some shot tendencies before we start simulating game 5. I changed up some shot tendencies. Let's see what happens. The Timberwolves are one of the best team always in simulation. It's always the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Dallas Mavericks. So I don't know if we're going to be coming back from this, but it's worth a try. Let's jump into Simcast, where we don't have home court advantage. The Timberwolves are going to be defeating us, sadly. We almost came back there in the fourth quarter, but we didn't do enough to close it. Jamal Murray had 24 points, and he fouled out in 32 minutes. Perhaps if he didn't foul out, we could have won because he was the leading scorer on our team. Jokic was pretty good. I mean, he shot below 50% and made 0 3-pointers. Johnson was alright. But yeah, we fell short. Our defense is something that definitely needs to be upgraded this offseason, because we have one of the worst defenses in the league. I checked that, and I'm pretty sure in the playoffs we may have one of the worst defenses as well. So our offense is amazing, as you guys can see, but we're allowing 36 points per game. And we do have the worst defense in the entire playoffs. So we definitely need to upgrade our defense this offseason. But let's see who goes on to win. Kyrie Irving, Western Conference Finals MVP. Brunson averaging 40, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And the Dallas Mavericks go on to win, with Kyrie Irving winning Finals MVP. So LeBron James actually decides not to retire this offseason, and that's the first time I've seen LeBron James not try to retire after the first season. Usually after the first season simulation, he always retires, but this time he didn't. And let's see what we're going to be doing this offseason again. We need to upgrade our defense, so I'm going to make trades looking for some good defenders to bring to the Denver Nuggets. Sadly, Nick Nurse is not going to be accepting our offer. It looks like he's going to be signing with a different team, so we're going to have to settle for either Michael Stauffer or Frank Vogel. Let's see which head coach we're going to be getting here. And it's not going to be Frank Vogel, because the team he was with as an assistant head coach has blocked our signing. But we are going to be getting Michael Stauffer as our brand new head coach. He's not a real head coach in real life, obviously, but he is a really good head coach in 2K Simulation. So yeah, we've signed him. We do have ourselves the 22nd overall, 22nd pick in the first round here in the 2026 draft. So let's go ahead and see who we're going to be able to select with the 22nd overall pick. And the Washington Wizards have the first overall pick. They take Cam Boozer. Somehow the OKC Thunder get the second overall pick. Of course, this team's just going to continue getting better. And they take Darren Peterson. The Lakers have the third overall pick, and they take Koa Pete. And the Phoenix Suns are probably taking AJ DeBunsa, if I'm not mistaken, but they trade it for some reason for Denny Avdia and Jeremy Grant. Okay, let's sim to our pick and see who we can select here. We have 28 trade offers. I don't think any of these trade offers are really going to help us win now, so we're not going to be pulling off a trade, but there are some pretty good players that we can select from. And with the 22nd overall pick, we're going to be picking Art Taylor. He has a ceiling all NBA, so let's go ahead and take him with a 22nd overall pick. He's also only 18 years old. Team player options, we are going to pick up the team option on Julian Strother and Jerome Holmes II. I don't think we need to re-sign any players. Okay, so we do need to re-sign two players actually, Quentin Grimes and Peyton Watson. I don't know if we're going to be bringing back Peyton Watson, but Quentin Grimes is definitely someone we're going to be bringing back. And we do not have bird rights on Quentin Grimes. Oh god. What I'm going to do is trade away Jonas Valanciunas for a first round pick. That way we clear up some salary cap to sign Quentin Grimes, because right now he wants a little bit more money than the minimum. So let's go ahead and trade away Jonas Valanciunas for either a cheap contract or a first round pick. We'll go ahead and trade him for Jericho Sims and the swap worse with the Milwaukee Bucks. Hopefully now we can sign him. We should have bird rights on Quentin Grimes because he is a restricted free agent, but I'm not sure why we don't have bird rights on him, because that makes absolutely no sense. And we don't have enough money for him because he wants $7.5 million and we can only offer him a minimum. So hopefully he accepts our qualifying offer, and after he accepts this qualifying offer, we can give him an extension. Because for some reason, again, we don't have bird rights on him when we really should. I also traded away Julian Strother for a first round pick to clear up some salary cap, and that did not work. For now, we are going to be signing Kenrich Williams, Ben Simmons, and Chris Dunn. Ben Simmons, we can move his position of the center position to possibly be the backup center behind Nikola Jokic. He's a good playmaker, decent defender, and can kind of score, not really, but we could raise his shot tendency and make him score. So for now, these are the three signings in free agency. Wait a second, I'm pretty sure if Quentin Grimes is a restricted free agent, that means if any team offers him a contract, we will be able to match, which is absolutely amazing. I forgot about that, so that's a good thing that we can do, is match a contract that anyone tries throwing at him. So for now, I'm going to wait it out, see if anyone gives him a contract offer, and if they do, we'll match it. And the Clippers are offering Quentin Grimes a contract, a 3-year $22 million contract, which is not that much money for Quentin Grimes. He's a really good player and he only wants around $22 million. Of course, we're going to be matching this contract and keeping Quentin Grimes on our team. As I said, this offseason, we're going to be upgrading our defense, and this is going to be the first trade we pull off to go in the defensive mode. We're going to be trading away Cam Johnson, who played 1 season with us, but in my opinion, he wasn't the best fit, sadly, so we're going to be trading him away for Jaden McDaniels, who's one of the best defenders in the NBA. He also shot 39% from the 3-point line, 50% from the field, so let's go ahead and pull off this trade. He's also a lot younger than Cam Johnson. This year's the opportunity we're going to be passing up on as of right now, but we could get one of the most elite perimeter defenders, Jalen Suggs, as our new starting point guard. But for now, I want to keep Jamal Murray on this team and see how things go. But in the regular season, if our defense is still struggling, we will come back and talk to the Orlando Magic about Jalen Suggs. And in free agency, I did sign Keon Ellis, who's a really good perimeter defender. He's going to be our backup point guard. We also got Kenrich Williams, who's a good 3-and-D player, and we have Ben Simmons, whose position I moved to the center position, and now he's up to 81 overall, and he's also a pretty good defender. So we're not going to be making any more trades this off season, but of course, we will possibly make some trades in the regular season. I believe this season we are ready for a championship. We got good defenders on the team, and on top of all that, we also got some really good shooters on the team. And our 9-man rotation is looking real nice. The starting lineup is going to include Jamal Murray, Quentin Grimes, Jaden McDaniels, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. And off the bench, as our 6-man, we're going to have Malik Beasley, Keon Ellis, Peyton Watson, and Ben Simmons. If you guys don't know, Malik Beasley had one of his best season with the Detroit Pistons, where he averaged 16 points per game as a 6-man, making 319 3-pointers. So if he can even do 70% of what he did with the Detroit Pistons, we are good. Let's go ahead and simulate the first few games and see how we do. Game 1 against the Rockets, we end up beating them by 38 points. Let's go. Jokic had a 38-point triple-double, Quentin Grimes had 28, Murray with 21, Gordon 20, Keon Ellis 13, and Malik Beasley with 12. Let's see how we do against the Bucks, and we also beat them by nearly 50 points. Quentin Grimes with 29, Jokic with 29-point double-double, Murray with 26-point double-double, and Beasley kind of struggled, but Ben Simmons had 16 points in 16 minutes as the backup big man. I believe this season is going to be absolutely insane. We also win game 3 against the Clippers. Jokic had 35, Murray with 27. Grimes has been doing absolutely amazing for us as a second/third scoring option. Gordon with 14, he's doing really good. Peyton Watson with 10. And how's Jaden McDaniels doing so far? His offense is kind of struggling, but he is shooting good from the 3-point line, and his defense is obviously amazing. But I will continue simulating, and we'll see if we need to make any changes this regular season. Nikola Jokic wins another MVP, this time averaging 28 points per game, 13 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 1.5 steal, and 1 block per game, shooting 57, 41, 84. Another amazing season by Nikola Jokic. I believe this would be his 5th MVP if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, his 5th MVP. Now we need to win him his 2nd championship. Chris Sanak wins Rookie of the Year. Lillard 6-man, Wemby Defensive Player, Scoot Henderson Most Improved, Luka Clutch Player, Michael Stauffer, our head coach, wins Coach of the Year, and we also win Executive of the Year. And the MVP, Nikola Jokic, makes it on All NBA First Team. Let's see if we have any more selections here. We don't for All NBA. And we do get Nikola Jokic once again on all defensive team, which is kind of funny, but it is what it is. I'll take it. No one on all rookie. And this time we were the number 1 seed, winning 67 games and losing only 15. So we had an amazing season with this new and upgraded roster. And in the first round, we're going to be taking on the Houston Rockets, but let me show you guys our player stats before. So in the regular season, the leading scorer on our team was Nikola Jokic, 28 points per game. Then we had Jamal Murray, 22.5 points per game. Quentin Grimes was 17. Gordon was 16. 13 from Malik Beasley, who was amazing as a 6th man for our team, shooting 43% from the 3-point line. And he made a total of 219 3-pointers. McDaniels was an amazing replacement. Defensively and offensively, he was a lot better than Cam Johnson. And the rest of the guys were amazing as well. Ben Simmons as the backup center, to be honest, was really good for us, averaging 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 6 points per game. Now let me fix up the player minutes, and then hopefully we can win Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets their 2nd championship. I fixed up the player minutes. In round 1, we're going to be taking on the Houston Rockets, who have Reed Shepherd, Amin Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Şengün. And off their bench, they have Tari Eason, Clint Capella, Chris Middleton, and Sam Hauser. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1, we do end up winning. Jokic drops a 40-point triple-double, 34 from Murray, 23 from McDaniels, 20-point double-double from Grimes. Game number 2 is also a win for us. Jokic with 37, 14, and 6. Quentin Grimes with 33, Murray with 21, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. Game number 3 puts us up 3-0. Jokic with 36, 9, and 12, 4 steals and 2 blocks, 16 from Murray, and almost our whole team was in double-digit scoring. Are we going to sweep the Houston Rockets? Yes, we do. Quentin Grimes led the way here, scoring 24 points, 23 from Murray, and a 23-point triple-double from Jokic. In the first round, here are the player stats. We played a total of 4 games. Jokic was averaging a 34-point triple-double, 3 players all scoring 20 or higher points per game. And now we're going to be taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who have De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, and Victor Wembanyama. And off the bench, they have Stephon Castle, Keldon Johnson, CJ, and Carter Bryant. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 does go to us. Murray with 27, 23-point per game, 23-point triple-double from Jokic, and 21 from Quentin Grimes. Game number 2, we do end up falling short here to Wemby, who puts up 33 points. Murray had 34, Grimes had 25, Jokic had a triple-double, but we did fall short. We do win game 3. Wemby played good here, but Jokic played better, dropping a 34-point triple-double on his head. Quentin Grimes with 21. Game 4, we do end up losing, and I do think I am going to adjust some player shot tendencies and come up with a defensive coach game plan, and whoa, Wemby held Jokic to 2 of 15 shooting. I decided to adjust some player shot tendencies. Let's see what happens here in game number 5, where we do have home court advantage, and so far we do have the lead. We start off real strong when we're up by almost 20 points, and we do end up winning. Murray had 27, Jokic dropped a triple-double, Gordon with 22, and Quentin Grimes with 22 as well. And now let's see if we can win this game to advance to the conference finals. We don't have home court advantage, and so far we do have the lead, and it looks like we will be winning by 11 points. Jokic with 37, 9, and 14. Quentin Grimes has been amazing, dropping 27, and the rest of the team was good as well. And just like that, we're in the conference finals, and we're going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. They do have Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flagg, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively II. And this here is their bench unit. Cooper Flagg is honestly a cheat code here in 2K Simulation, so he's the main problem for the Dallas Mavericks. But let's see if we can defeat them. Game number 1 does go to us. Jokic with 35-point double-double. Game 2 also goes to us. Murray with 36, and Jokic has 30. Gordon with a double-double. Let's go. And we do lose game 3, sadly. Kyrie Irving puts up 33 points here. Jokic played good, but we did fall short. Game number 4 is also a loss for us, and somehow D'Angelo Russell is putting up 28 points per game in 2027. But Murray had 23. Jokic struggled big time here, so I am going to come up with the defensive coach game plan, and hopefully we can win the next 2 games. Coach game plan has been set. Time for game number 5, where we do have home court advantage, and so far we do have the lead, but hopefully we can keep this up. We're up by 13, 3 minutes remaining, and we do end up winning by 9 points. Murray had 42 points here. Jokic had 29 points, 16 assists, and 9 boards. Gordon with a 20-point double-double. And how was our defense on their good players? So Anthony Davis still played, their top 3 players still played amazing. Their efficiency was really good, but hopefully our offense can be better than theirs. Game number 6, we do have the lead, but it's really close, and we do end up winning by 2 points. Jokic had a 24-point double-double, Gordon with 20, and our defense was really good in this game. D'Angelo Russell, 5 of 12 shooting. Cooper Flag, 4 of 13 shooting. That's exactly what we needed. Just like that, we're in the NBA Finals with Nikola Jokic winning Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 27.5 points, 11 boards, and 9 assists. Evan Mobley wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And we're taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. Off the bench, they have Tyus Jones, Max Strus, Jalen Tyson, and Harrison Barnes. Let me show you guys the player stats for the conference finals. Jokic played amazing, so did Murray and the rest of the team. But now we're taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is going to be a hard challenge for sure. They basically have 2 big men in their front court. That may slow down Jokic a bit. We've seen the Minnesota Timberwolves use the 2 big men front court for their advantage against Jokic in the 2024 playoffs, but hopefully we can defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers to win a championship. Game number 1 goes to us, and Jokic drops a 41-point triple-double. McDaniels with 26, 18 from Murray. Game number 2 is also a win for us. Jokic with a 32-point triple-double, 29 from Murray, 21 from both Gordon and Beasley. Game number 3 is also a win for us. That puts us up 3-0, and the leading scorer this time was Aaron Gordon with 36 points. Murray had 28 from Grimes, and Jokic had 20 rebounds and 17 points. And are we going to sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers? Yes, we do. Go on to win the Denver Nuggets their 2nd championship. And the same with Jokic, who wins Finals MVP, averaging 31 points per game, 17.5 rebounds, 9 assists. Amazing. Let me show you guys the player stats for the playoffs before I end off this video. So we played a total of 20 games, and the leading scorer in those 20 games was Jokic, 29-point triple-double, 25 from Murray, 18 from Grimes, and the rest of this team was amazing as well. And here are the final stats for the NBA Finals. We played 4 games, 3 players, 20 plus points per game. Quentin Grimes was amazing, the whole team was amazing, and Jokic was the best. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We were able to win Jokic and the Denver Nuggets their 2nd championship. If you enjoyed, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button. It supports out my channel a ton. And subscribe if you're new for more 2K26 rebuilds. 96% of you guys are not subscribed, so please subscribe and click here on the screen to watch my latest video. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.